What is happening, everyone, and how y'all doing tonight? And I'd like to welcome you guys to the ninth episode of DJ Talk. And now, before we begin, I would like to take this time to shout everyone out that is having a great year. And for those who are struggling and not having a good year and having sort of like an up and down year and all that, don't worry about it. I'll be cheering you guys on and hoping to hear great news in the future and hoping that you guys will win. It's not a guarantee, that's a promise. And I hope you guys win. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Now, if anyone hasn't listened to the last episode, make sure you guys check it out because the last episode was breathtaking. Man, that's just amazing to say. And one word to describe it, breathtaking. So make sure you guys check it out. So, anyway, without any further ado, guess what it is? Let's get right to it. Now, in today's episode, we are going to be talking about how to build an empire. Now, to all my business people out there that are starting their business, my personal advice is never stop working, never stop hustling, and most importantly, never stop grinding as well. And to every one of you may have a question about what does building an empire have to do with it? You know what? I'm glad you guys asked because that is what we're going to be talking about tonight. So there are multiple steps about how to build an empire. And for all the people that are starting the small business that want to have an empire, there's a few steps or multiple that may have something to do with it. So, step number 1, you have a vision. Successful entrepreneurs know exactly what they want and do visualize themselves doing it. They know what they need to achieve, their entrepreneurial vision, and they go ahead to establish how to do it. They establish through intensive but targeted networking. They are so open to new ideas and new people, but do not make meaningless conversations. They have a natural curiosity when interacting with people. And by doing so, learn about what people want. Step number 2, you are courageous. Every successful entrepreneur has courage, and that is the key strength you need when going against the odds. They may pose as confident, but they are equally confronted with fear and doubt presented to any aspiring entrepreneur. Their strong will and vision is what catalyzes them to just take action and focus less. Listen to this, focus less on the negative outcome. That is what sets aside the hopeful entrepreneurs and successful entrepreneurs. They don't overanalyze situations or spend too much time thinking about the consequences. They just take action. Keyword, take action. Step number 3, Stick to your beliefs. All successful entrepreneurs strongly believe in their capabilities to succeed in their venture. That is what drives them to success along with their vision. Excuse me. Their inner beliefs drives them against all odds and hurdles and they will stop at nothing until they have hit the mark. While ordinary business startups dread and shy off from challenges and business hurdles, successful entrepreneurs think outside the box. Listen to this word. Successful entrepreneurs think outside the box. Good word. And use these hurdles as a learning and and correction tool to better their chances of success. They do believe subconsciously or otherwise that these hurdles fueled them forward. Step number 4, you are a self starter. Entrepreneurs like Richard Branson understand that if something needs to be done, you should start it by yourself. They put in place objects and parameters and make sure that their projects follow that path. They come out as highly proactive individuals and they don't just sit around and waiting for opportunities to come knocking. Nope, they don't. Step number 5, you are disciplined. These individuals are solemnly focused on making their business a success and they are keen to eliminate any distractions or hindrance to their goals. They have clearly stated strategies and outlined tactics on how to accomplish their goal. Discipline takes them as far as strictly following their business schedules and activities, observing their spending and investing habits to adhering to their personal and general business principles and ethics. Simply put, they are disciplined enough to daily take step towards achieving their business objectives. One simple example that shows that someone is disciplined enough to build a business empire and is the use of a business dashboard. This is a management tool that gives business owners quick access to real-time information on all their business activities, goals, and performance metrics. It's not always easy to track all your business data, but being disciplined enough is use such a dashboard. I'm sorry. Use such a dashboard to make it easier to monitor and measure all health of your company and ensure long-term success. Step number 6, you are very confident. That goes to all my people out there. I'll repeat that again. You are very confident. True entrepreneurs don't question their ability to succeed or whether they are trustworthy of success. They are always confident with the knowledge that they can make their business succeed. Their confidence pushes them to take even bigger risks that come with bigger rewards. When you come to Think of it. A confident entrepreneur secures more trust and similar confidence in their clients and potential investors. Another recipe for entrepreneurial success. Step 7. You thrive in competition. Many companies and businesses are formed because an entrepreneur believes that they can do better than other. They need to win in the niches they choose and therefore need to win in the business and ventures that they create. True entrepreneurs think competition positively and formulate strategies on how to come up with better products and or services that draw interest in the market. Step 8. You are open minded. Successful entrepreneurs understand that every situation an event is an opportunity, is business opportunity. Ideas are constantly generated about efficiency and workflows, potential new business and people skills. They have a receptive mind. They have a receptive mind to new ideas and the ability to focus on the business side of everything around them. Step 9, you are creative. One element of one creativity is the ability to make connections between seemingly unrelated situations or events. A close look at Trump's problem solving and investment techniques reveals that he formulated solutions from synthesis of other seemingly unrelated items. Creativity puts his product and services above all other of a similar category in the market. And last but not least, step 10, you have passion. Although this comes as the last item on my list, passion is very vital for the success of any entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs generally love what they do. They are willingly to invest in those extra hours to ensure that their business succeeds because they derive joy and satisfaction that goes by beyond the money. Successful entrepreneurs always read and research within their field on ways and techniques to create an outstanding and long lasting business. So you see, if you can follow these 10 steps, not only are you having to be a good business owner, but you will also be a great business owner. It's all about these elements. In order to have a successful business, you have to put in the work. You have to put out products so people would see and know how you're doing it. You want people to be surprised and satisfied about your products and say, you know what? I like it. I more than like it. I love it. It's a great feeling that you want to hear and you want to feel happy that people love your work and they appreciate what you're doing and how much they want you to keep putting in the work. And my personal advice is if you want them to love and appreciate your work, give them a reason why your product is great and why it is an amazing work. And there's a verse that have something to do with success, and you want to be successful in life, and it goes something like this: This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, and so that you may be careful to do accordingly to all that is written in it. For then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have good success. Another key word: prosperous. Some of you may be asking, like, what does prosperous have to do with building an empire? You know what? That's a great question. Prosperous has a lot to do with success. Here's the meaning of prosperous: successful in material terms, flourishing financially, marked by success or economic well being, enjoying vigorous and healthy growth, having or characterized by financial success or good fortune, and in fortunate circumstances financially, moderately rich. So you see, if you want to be a successful business owner, you have to think prosperity, having the knowledge, the ability, and the mindset to succeed as a business owner. And there's an old saying that goes something like this: to be the best, you got to beat the best. There's going to be a lot of criticism and hatred from people that don't have confidence nor faith in you that you're going to win. And my personal advice is, instead of worrying about what other people say up to you, you have to ignore them and say to yourself, you know what? The criticism and negativity that come from people, it doesn't bother me. It makes me hunger to win and desire to succeed, and that's what I'm going to do. So you have to feed that energy to win and succeed, not just in your business, but also in life in general. So, in order to build a successful empire, you have to go the distance. You have to have a heart of a champion. You have to have the look of a successful and confident business owner. You have to have the hunger to turn a nothing into something. And most importantly, you have to have the desire to win and conquer what needs to be conquered. And let me tell you guys a story about how a lot of things have changed for me while I was a young age. When I left karate, which was my favorite place to go and train over there, I had a blurriness in my right eye. So leaving karate for me, well, I guess you could say it was the hardest decision for me to make because at that time, I've learned a lot about success, positive life, working hard, never quitting, and always doing what you're doing. That's what I miss the most about that. After I left, things were not going the way that I expected to go. I had beef with somebody that I'm not going to say any names, But at the end of the day, while the beef was still going on, but at the same time, I was focusing on winning, achieving my dream to successful in life. When my mother and I sat down in a restaurant eating breakfast, I told my mother and I said, I want to be a businessman. I don't want to be one of those arrogant, abusive, drunk with power, egotistical businessmen. No, I want to be a different kind of businessman. A businessman with character, with respect, with class, humbled, and a businessman that could make great decisions in life. That's the kind of business that I want to run. And that's the kind of businessman that I want to be. And my mother tells me this. In order for you to be a businessman, you have to work hard on what you're doing and pray about it and wish, and your wish will come true. And about 3 years ago, oh, let me tell you this. This is one of my favorite. On the same, my dream came true. And on the same day, on my birthday, I officially became her business partner. And to this day, I am entirely grateful and appreciative for the opportunity to be in the position that I'm in. And you know something, one of the main interesting parts about that is one of the words of that my mother told me was pray about it, and that and the dreams will come become reality. And and I never forget that. So you see, if I can do it, so can you. All you have to do is pray about it, work hard, achieve your dreams. So to end this episode, I appreciate you guys for tuning in to this important episode that have to do with entrepreneurs, future entrepreneurs. It's just more than words. It's about proving that you belong in the same category as everyone else. My advice is to everyone is when it comes to life, don't let anyone play with your emotions, whether if it's at work, outside of work, or anywhere else. Don't let anyone play with your emotions. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and most importantly, I also hope that you guys learned something as well. Continue the path of success. Continue to build your empire. Prosper what you need to prosper. Conquer what you need to conquer. And more importantly, pray about it. So, with that being said, stay tuned for the next episode of DJ Talk. Stay positive and hope you guys have a good night. Peace out.